What is up, Hoops All-Stars, and welcome back to another video. I am Coach Andrew, and if this is guys your first video with us, Hoops All-Stars is back. We are back. We've gone virtual. If you can check out my previous videos up to this and some of the other coaches as well. You should follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, and you should subscribe to the YouTube and like the video. Well, so if you couldn't tell from the start of this video, today we'll be working on finishing over taller defenders. So I showed you guys some examples at the start, and in the video today we're gonna be working on that. I just want to take a moment and apologize. I was expecting to have my net back by now. You guys know the backboard was broken, so I was trying to get the backboard fixed, but it's not fixed yet. So today I had to film in a park, and it was kind of noisy because it's a public park and everyone's there. I live downtown, so it was pretty noisy at the park, so just wanted to apologize for that.
Alright guys, so we're working on finishing over taller defenders today. I'm just going to give you a little tips and tricks. This isn't my normal net, as you know. It's my normal net's under construction. So we're out at the park, people are playing, it's a fun time. So let's learn some tips and tricks. So the very first tip is using both hands when you're doing a layup. What you want to make sure is that, let's say you're going up with your right hand, you want your left hand to be active when you're doing this. You want to, sometimes when you go up, you can shield your other defender from getting a reach on the ball, or having your hand in front of you like this to get a little into the body. So that's a good way to help you finish over taller defenders, to get some space for the finish. And then another trick you can do is footwork when you're going up. Sometimes, I've said this before in a previous video, sometimes you can't always take 2 steps. Sometimes you have to go off one foot, and sometimes you have to switch it up. Let's say you're on the right side, the fastest way might be to do inside foot, outside foot up, instead of outside foot, inside foot like you're supposed to do. But you only want to mess with your footwork once you've mastered the basic outside, inside foot up for both sides of the rim. So then the third tip, which I'll be covering more later in this video, that really helps you finish over taller defenders, is floaters. Floaters is one of the most successful ways you can get over your fender, just because the ball is just so high in the air, it's so hard to block. Alright guys, so to warm up for finishing over taller defenders, we're going to do the mic and drill, can drill, still not sure on the name, but we're going to do it. It's a great way to warm up your finishing. Guys, that was the mic and drill. Do it 10, 20 times. And what that drill does, it just really helps you with that finishing on where to put the ball and the muscle memory and stuff. Alright guys, so now we're going to work on what I call the awkward finish. So what this is like I've been saying before about footwork, when you're playing basketball, you can't always take 2 steps and stuff, and sometimes you have to switch up the footwork. So with the awkward finish, what you do is, instead of outside foot, inside foot up, what this does, when you do the regular outside foot, inside foot up, you really just have all this space for a taller defender especially to come and just block the ball. So with the awkward finish, what you're gonna do is go up, your knees, so you're gonna go up with the outside foot, so your knee is shielding the defender. So if they jump into you, they're jumping into your body. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go up like this with the knee, and then in the air, you're gonna bring the other knee up. Guys, sorry about the background noise this day. We're at a public park. I didn't have my net yet, so this is what it looks like though, the awkward finish. Alright guys, I want you to practice the awkward finish 5 times on each side of the rim. So let's go. Awkward finish. Okay guys, the next one we're going to do is called the boombox finish. So as I've talked about in previous videos, when people do their layups, they like to sweep the ball on the inside for that extra boost of momentum to go up on the other side. But when you do that, that really helps the defense get an easy swat on the ball. So with the boombox finish, it's a dribble, it's a hard dribble, and then you bring the ball and you hold it on your shoulder like you're holding a boombox. And then that protects the ball from the inside sweep. So when you're doing a layup, it's a boombox finish, and then if it's a taller defender and they're gonna get way up there, what you can do is do a kind of like a hook layup finish. So a hook shot, but you just aim for the corner of the glass. So let's get into it. We'll do 5 on each side of the basket. Alright, let's get into it. We'll do 10 on each side of the basket. Switch sides when you do it. It's a smaller backboard than usual. Alright guys, that was the Boombox Layups. I didn't do very well because the backboard's small. I put the right spin on it, but I'm just used to a bigger backboard. That's why I kept hitting the side. So sometimes you got to adjust to where you're putting it. Watch out! Sorry. And that's why, sorry, they're playing kickball as you showed. The ball just hit my cameraman. But what can you do? Alright guys, so the third way that you can get, another way that you can get more open on a taller defender is called the shoulder dip layup. So what you're gonna do is you go hard and then you go to a stop and you put their shoulder into your body and back up, and then you shoot a little fadeaway from the box. So you do it like this. It'd be like that. You go into the paint, dip your shoulder in, and then come out for a little fadeaway, like a layup. So let's do 10 of each on each side. That was the shoulder dip layup, and let me know how you guys do in the comments. Okay guys, remember how I said one of the best ways to finish over the taller defender is the floater? So that's what we're going to be working on today. You can really do a floater off of like any kind of layup, but to start off, we're just going to practice the basic floater, which is one step, two step, and then float it up high. So what you do is, when you do floater, you're basically doing like one-handed beef, but you're doing it where you're doing like a layup with one-handed beef. So let's do it 10 times. That was the example of how to do a normal floater. Alright guys, so the goal with finishing over a taller defender is just to get the ball high enough and to avoid like their reach enough, which is why the floater is really effective. So you can really use the floater like that in any kind of layup. Like in week 1, we practiced Euro steps, which is, I think, it's what I use the most to avoid contact with a tall defender, because I'm not the tallest. I'm only like 5'9", 5'10", which is point guard height for high school slash, well, it's point guard height for recreational basketball. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 5 Euro step layups with a floater instead of finish off the glass. So let's get going. That was the Euro step floater. You can really incorporate the floater into any layup you do. Regular layup, Euro step, any kind. Alright guys, today's trick shot of the day is a 360 layup. Alright guys, Today's game we're gonna play is American. So, or you guys can call it Canadian if you want. But to play this game, what you're gonna do is someone is gonna stand at the 3-point line and they're gonna throw the ball off the backboard. This game can be played with minimum 2 people, but you can play with as many people as you want. So what you're gonna do is throw the ball off the backboard, and then someone's gonna get the ball, and then it's a 1 on everybody. Everyone's guarding this one person, and you have to try this. The first person to 21 points wins. And once you score, you come to the 3-point line and you shoot. And if you make it, then it's a point for yourself. But if you miss, then someone else gets the rebound, and then they can try to score now. So it's basically a 1 on everybody, and you play up to 21 points.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe. It really helps us grow, and we'd really appreciate it. Today we worked on finishing over taller defenders, and I hope you guys can apply it to what you do when you play basketball. I also, before I ended, just wanted to talk a little bit about the NBA. As you started at the start of this video, and right now I'm in my Raptors warm-up jersey because the NBA is back. Raptors' first game is August 1st. You should tune in and watch, cheer them on. Right now they're playing scrimmages against other teams. We are undefeated if we win today against the Trailblazers. We won our last game against the Rockets. You guys let me know who your guys' favorite player on the Raptors is and your favorite team in general. Just leave it down in the comments, and maybe we'll have a poll on Instagram, see who has the most favorite team. Who knows? Alright, so now I am signing off. Goodbye, Hoops All-Stars. We will see you next week.